So today I have for us and for everyone a pop quiz. And it's about today's reading. Today's reading is about the Sermon on the Mount. And the Sermon on the Mount has been called Jesus' greatest wisdom teaching. And it consists of 8 what are called Beatitudes. And similarly to how the 10 Commandments provide a foundation for living a moral life, the 8 Beatitudes provide a foundation for a higher consciousness and an elevated and matured expression of spirituality. They can also be surprisingly practical and keepable and livable in our lives. For example, Gandhi and Martin Luther King said that the Beatitudes inspired their activism. And Martin Luther King went as far as to say that the 8 Beatitudes were the basis of the entire civil rights movement. So living these and keeping these Beatitudes can be life-changing and world-changing. So a really great thing for not only Christians, but for everyone to keep and to know and to live. So, question 1. Raise your hand if you know what beatitude means. It's for everyone.
Bird of flower and beautiful
Just a couple. So maybe I had to look it up too this week. So beatitude comes from a Latin word, beatus, which means happy or fortunate. It's also been defined as supreme blessedness. So question number 2. Raise your hand if you know by heart and in order all 8 beatitudes.
I don't even know the first one. I can't name any of them. What the heck is it?
Okay. Very good. Okay, so I had a daughter of charity teach me these one day, and she gave me these really cool finger motions for all 8, and it was just one of those mnemonics that just stuck, and it has stayed with me. So I want to take you through all 8 Beatitudes using very simple finger motions. So one quick thing to realize about the Beatitudes is that Jesus was inverting the power structure, and he was like turning upside down the conventional wisdom and the thinking of his day. So what I mean by that is, to those in the society who were on top, the rich and the powerful and the influential and the self-righteous, Jesus was saying, come down. And to the very lowliest among us, the nothings and the nobodies of this world, Jesus was saying, come up, you have real faith. So, beatitude number 1, we take our finger 1 and we point down. And we say, blessed are the poor, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. 2, it's like a crying motion. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. 3, this is going to make like an M and an E. So, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. 4, it's like this motion of eating. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. 5, like the gesture of shaking hands. This is a custom that began as a way of showing the other person that you were unarmed, that you had no weapon, and that you were extending goodwill. So this is Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. 6, make a heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. 7, blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. 8, this is kind of like a weapon. Blessed are the persecuted, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So I hope that those can be a help for you in keeping and remembering and living the Beatitudes. So, will you pray with me? Dear God, your blessedness does not always follow our logic. To those on top, you say, come down. To the lowliest among us, you say, come up, you are blessed. Give us hearts and minds to keep these Beatitudes. Amen.